Okay, so here's the audience. And to whoever would love to.
I know.
Alright. So, do you or anybody close to you have any tattoos? Most people have some type of body modification or know somebody who does. Today, I will be discussing a few of many different types of body modifications, what kind of impact they make on individuals and society in the United States. Body modifications are popular in the United States, with their popularity increasing more and more. In the past, body modifications have been associated with many different types of stigma, depending on the type of body modification. It's important to gain perspective to understand the impact they make in a society or for an individual and be able to form better connections with members of the community. My interest in this topic was sparked by society's controversy on this subject and how the body modification community has more vastly grown in the United States. Every time I go out, I interact with at least one member of this community, and I wanted perspective on their choices of altering their appearance and the impact it has made on them and the people around them. Throughout this speech, I will be focusing on 3 common body modifications, which include tattoos, body piercings, and semi-permanent makeup. The first type of body modification I will be discussing is tattoos. Tattoos are one of the most common body modifications in the United States and have received lots of stigma. An article titled Tattoo Statistics and Trends in 2023 has estimated that 30% of the United States population currently has tattoos. The U.S. and World Population Clock states as of July 7th, 2023, there was 335,027,312 people in the United States, making 30% of the United States population 100,508,194. That is a lot of people with tattoos, and these studies support the claim that tattoos are becoming more and more popular, and in turn, the negative stigma that society associates with these tattoos has been declining. So why do individuals get tattoos? Americans have many different reasons for choosing to get a tattoo. Some get tattoos simply because they like the way that they look, and some people view it as an art form and want to advocate it. Some get it for religious purposes, while some get it to remind them of some meaning of significance in their life. Here are some examples of some temporary tattoos, and for religion and just for aesthetic and different reasons that people may want to get a tattoo. So ultimately, they can have meaning, or they can be symbolic, or they can just be completely meaningless. So how does society feel about tattoos? Not too many years ago, Americans looked down on tattoos and associated them with gangs, criminals, going against religion, or simply just didn't like them. Nowadays, there are those who still don't like tattoos, but ultimately a new light has been shed on them. Not to stereotype them with the previous mentioned negative stigmas, and instead are now something many Americans desire to have, all for different reasons. Now that we've covered tattoos, I will be discussing piercings. The American Journal of Dermatology states body piercing is defined as cosmetic piercing of any part of the body for the insertion of objects such as rings or pins. So now we ask, why do individuals choose to get piercings? For many people, piercings are a form of jewelry and enhance their appearance, resulting in an individual feeling more confident or overall satisfied with how they look. Like tattoos, piercings can be symbolic as well. What is society's opinion on piercings? Society in America has been more accepting of certain piercings than tattoos. Society has tended to accept ear and nose piercings in their opinion of moderation, but can be skeptical of multiple ear piercings or any type of other piercings. Through the popularity for piercings of all types and multitudes has been increasing in the United States, and in turn, society is becoming more accepting. Finally, we shall discuss semi-permanent makeup. A solution to a problem is like a cure to an illness. Semi-permanent makeup can be a solution to many individuals' problems. Makeup can be a long, drawn-out process that we don't always have time for, but if one makes the time, results can be rewarding by making an individual feel better about themselves. Makeup can disguise imperfections and alter appearances to be more appealing to the individual. Semi-permanent makeup can also help achieve these alterations without having to take the time out of each day to do so. Unlike tattoos and piercings, semi-permanent makeup hasn't been as well known throughout American society until recently. Society has been more accepting of semi-permanent makeup and hasn't discriminated against it as much as other forms of body modifications. Semi-permanent makeup can be very discreet, so most members of society don't even notice that an individual is wearing any. Now that I have spoken about a few examples of body modifications, I hope that you all have gained some insight into an individual and society's perspective of them in America. Tattoos, piercings, and semi-permanent makeup can provide many positive consequences for individuals and society. This new perspective can help your understanding of this community and help you connect with more people. Maybe after hearing this speech, you'll consider joining the part of the body modification community. I just got a flash, everybody.